Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Today we are doing midweek magic. I'm actually doing this very early because I am going to be leaving for a holiday soon, so this one's going to be a very quick video and all that. You already got a glimpse of the deck list. It is Artisan, Alchemy Artisan, but we've kept ours as a standard base. We could make adjustments to make it Alchemy, but I opted not to, so that pretty much your choice. So we're running Sacrifice deck mostly off the back of Onicult Anvil, kind of a powerhouse even in Standard. But other than that, we are running a bit of a blood team as well. So our blood generators, Voldaren Epicure, Blood Tide Harvester. Those are the constants. But we have a few additions as well. We have a few copies of Restless Bloodseeker. And it works really well with Onicult Anvil, giving us extra artifacts whenever we gain life. Also works well with a few copies of Gluttonous Guests. Whenever we sacrifice a blood token, we gain life. So we got that mini engine going. But engine alone, it's not just relying on the engine alone. We sometimes need a little bit of extra bodies. So we have Sanguine Statuette, gives us a blood token and a few bodies to boot. We have a few copies of Grim Wanderer because creatures are going to die a lot here. Doesn't even have to be our own creature. If we manage to take out our opponent's creature, we can give our opponent the 5/3 to worry about. Other than that, the standard All-Stars, Voltage Surge, and Experimental Synthesizer for the artifact synergies, Power Word Kill, Deadly Dispute, best common ever. Mana base, aside from the usual Bloodfill case because we're gaining life, Tramway Station to help us draw cards a bit. We're also adding a few copies of Maestro's Theater and Riveteer's Overlook. This is kind of our deck thinning strategy. Also a way to gain life. So between all of these lands we could function up to our lands can give by themselves give us 9 life. So that's something interesting here. Other than that, mostly basic lands. Not really fond of the even balance. I suppose I could, let's say, cut the Grim Wanderer or cut some of the engine here for more red cards. That would be a consideration to give us a better red slant. But here we go. We're going to give this deck a shot. I'm gonna run this for a few games. The synergies are there, but I can see some fail points. One, we are very poor at dealing with artifacts and enchantments. We're mostly hoping our opponents are creature based. Mana can also be an issue, but we're gonna keep this one. Early Epicures, Derivateer's Outlook can give us. Riveteer's Outlook can give us our Swamp, and give us our Grim Wanderer soon. We can hold up Voltage Surge if need be, otherwise we can just dump another Epicure. Okay, so opponent not doing much, so I'm gonna swing first. Dump the Riveteer's Outlook. Get our Swamp. Make sure we get the Swamp. We don't need another mountain. And we'll probably play another Voldaren Epicure. And we can always play the blood tokens as they were designed to be. Ways to help us hit into future cards. Green White, Spirited Companion. Okay, not too bad. I'm willing to not too bad for starters. I am willing to swing into this. Opponent will block. High issue? No, opponent's not gonna block. So we're gonna play. Actually, we're gonna hold. We're not going to play another Epicure because I suspect our opponent is playing enchantments. We want to be able to Voltage Surge and Grim Wanderer. Fall of the Imposter. Okay. So we will be forced to exile, but we might be able to get our opponent before that happens. And opponent concedes. Yeah, that was already more than enough damage. The Grim Wanderer is really a surprise card. It's but it's still a very solid addition. And it punishes a lot of the mid-range. Although if we stumble, we are the ones who are going to get punished, and really badly, so we need to be careful on that one. Hey, card style for a card that I, well, at least it's a mythic card style. But I, hmm, you, do you guys think that Nico Aris might be playable before rotation? Right now it's the last chance because once Dominaria United hits, that's goodbye Kaldheim, goodbye Nico. Looks like Nico never. I know Nico made a bit of a splash in some versions of early control, but never heard from it since. Now this one's a bit of a sadder state of affairs. We might have to do turn 2 Sanguine Statue. So we're keeping the worst case scenario hand, although we do have double Onicult Anvil. I will play Statuette first. And worst case scenario, if opponent deals with the blood token. Okay, opponent goes Monk of the open hand. Thankfully that's a human. Ooh, we got an experimental synthesizer to boot. We're gonna play that as late as possible. So next turn we do Tiet. Opponent goes Storm Chaser, Drake. Yeah, this looks like a very good power PWK target. Guiding Voice, sure. So we got a 2/2 monk to worry about. We're probably more worried about the Storm Chaser because that's gonna draw cards. So we get. Yeah, we're gonna need more red than black right now, so we're gonna get another mountain. Opponent is gonna dump everything onto this monk, so that might be an issue. Delver of Secrets. Okay, no. Well, they did start first, so fly. Okay, that's gonna be an issue too. But then we had to choose between answering the Storm Drake and answering this one. This might actually be one of our worst matchups given how much removal we're going to need to draw. Also, we note that our opponent is actually going to be very good at protecting their stuff. Okay, so we hit a Deadly Dispute. No bueno. I could play this to see if I hit anything. Yeah, we'll play this to see if we hit anything. Hits a Deadly Dispute. We're gonna sack the blood token. Yes, make it to the vampire. So we're gonna get some hits in, but we are kind of missing our land draw, so we are actually running 23 lands, so this is a little bit of an anomaly. I could just play another synthesizer, hope to hit a land. Well, nothing to lose. We're gonna... Actually, there is quite a bit to lose. I'm gonna go for it. Let's see. Maybe we hit a land, because if we hit a tap land, now is the best time to hit it. No, we did not. So yeah, this is gonna be a problem. We can just play Sanguine Statuette again, but more likely than not, we might just play Onicult Anvil, sack. Opponent's gonna go for the big. Also, we're taking 6/8, and our opponent is still stacking protection as well, so that's probably gonna be the biggest problem. It's a treasure token. Yeah, both of them being flying is our biggest issue here. I have to play both of this just to stay alive. Okay, we already played the land, so we don't get to play this. We can sack another artifact just to get up to 10, but if our opponents, yeah, because this is 8 damage. Well, I would have target. Well, I don't know. Well, our opponent's kind of using it up for us. That's sure. Show of confidence. Okay, let's do the math, but I think we're dead. Yeah. Yep, that's 11 damage. That's a bit of a disappointment on that one, but well, our opponent got to go first. We did not draw enough of our removal. Between the between our vamps and our spells, we technically have 11 pieces of removal. Slightly better than 1 in 6. It just so happened that this was a bit of an unfortunate one. Also, missing lands, very unfortunate here as well. Maybe we okay, so this one, we have all our removal. I can even do turn 2 on Cold Anvil, then just kind of wait it out. Opponent does get to go first again, but I guess I am probably happier with 2 copies of Power Word Kill on the table. Opponent leading on Skyclave Basilica, so yet another life gain deck. Tramway Station's fine. This is probably yet another life gain deck. So the question is, are they playing Enabler or Life Gainer? Trelasara, okay, that's a... that's an auto snipe. I'm not so sure if waiting is the right play. Maybe I should have just gone for the kill. I am willing to take damage if our opponent's not gaining life quite yet. Celestial Unicorn. Not so sure which one is what was better between the two. Okay, so we do have a mountain. We just played it, so I'm probably actually going to just play the yeah, we should not have played the mountain. We should have played one of our tap lands. I'll play Sanguine Statuette. We can actually threaten to block with this guy. Just sack the Blood Cleric class. Let's see if our opponent is aware. We can even pitch the station here. Maybe our opponent has a defensive trick. Okay, Bloodtide Harvester does give us another blood token in the future. Snakeskin Veil, that's fine. I'm happy to trade it like that. So with that in mind, let's play Synthesizer first. See if what we hit off the top hit the land. So definitely playing that. And yeah, we'll play the Occult Anvil. We could sacrifice this now. I don't need to gain the life quite yet. Do I want the token either? Not really. We'll pass. Probably means that we should have played Bloodtide Harvest. Oh no, opponent conceded. Did they not hit anything past these? Okay, looks like our opponent ran out of gas quite early. Not so sure what to say about that. Yeah, it really hard to judge the kind of hands you want to keep. You do want to have quite a bit of removal. You want to have parts of your engine ready to go. I'm yet to encounter a mid-range or control deck, so don't know if that's a good plan or not. Oh yeah, I forgot to put up the deck list. Yeah, we played so many games. That's how fast they go. Currently only in the 15-minute mark. As I said, I am going to be leaving much later today, so I might have to make this a shorter video. Also, okay, so Okay, yet another life gain deck. Well, so we might play Bloodtide Harvester first. Impassioned Orator. We don't have the kill yet. But we will play the Bloodtide Harvester. It gives us a blood token. We can then sack to take out one thing or another. Opponent probably plays like Hallowed Priest. Probably the weakest of the bunch. Well, also, if you have a Voltage Surge, it doesn't make it better. So let's see. If you gain life this turn, we're not gaining life off that. I'm gonna play the Restless Bloodseeker. We don't gain life now, but we will gain next turn. So we can do a bit of a setup that way. Most like opponent plays Professor Symbology. Okay, this one's a little bit on. Okay, this one's some teching a little bit more. It's an. Okay, do they actually have another color? But we're definitely gonna need more red at this point. And we can start Onicult Anvil. I can offer a trade. I'm gonna pass. Let's make our blood tokens first. Let's get this small part of the engine going. Then we can use Deadly Dispute to... Okay, opponent going Environmental Sciences. They will gain a bit more life. Looks like they might be missing mana. At least we're not worried about certain creatures in this one. Impassioned Orator. Sure. Okay, drawing a bit too many lands for my liking. We'll sack a blood token first. Actually, we could sack the creature instead of the blood token. But no, I think we want to sack the blood token. We're probably not gonna flip this guy anytime soon. So Sanguine Statuette, pretty good. And I can hold the rest of this up. Also, we have our trap again. Opponent now kind of flooding a bit. They might... Okay. So, are they gonna play into this? Probably not. So, okay, knowing that... Yet another Deadly Dispute. I guess we can play the Epicure first. And then probably sack a blood token this way. Make a 3/3 vamp. Okay, then we can start doing some end of turn shenanigans here. Opponent might try to get back their Hallowed Priest. They do have the mana for it, which means we want to try digging further. Qatar's Call. Okay, let's sack the Epicure first. Nice, we hit our PWK. And we can draw more cards, but we don't have to do it now because we have another Oni Cold Anvil on standby. And this is where things get really disgusting. Okay, grab a mountain. Yeah, turn into a vamp. Another nice. We're getting now. We're really getting our engine going. We can now safely play this one. Makes another blood token. We don't have to sacrifice it yet because it's not like we're planning to attack with it right away. And we do have a defensive Sanguine Statuette now, so now we Passioned Orator again. Might finally play a payoff creature this time. Celestial Unicorn. That's a payoff. So gains 2 life, bumps this up a little bit. Actually bumps it up quite a bit, so something to keep in mind. So we'll have to pay it. So 5/4, probably not block attacking into that anytime soon. I don't need all these treasures, so I'm gonna sack this. Yeah, we're kind of flooded right now. We don't really need these treasures. Also, don't really need these lands as well. So this is where the pitch comes in. And we still get the benefits. Probably not going to activate these guys yet. Okay. I'm gonna pitch one more, see if I can hit anything that's now... Okay, Tramway Station is fine. We can use it to draw a card later. Okay, didn't gain life this turn. So we have... Oh yeah, we need to be careful. We need to actually gain life. And it has to be at your end step. Oh, so I'm actually supposed to sack with one of these. Qatar's Call. Okay, now they got their engine going. Let's see if they actually swing. Probably not. They're just gonna sit and wait. Okay, so this might be a bit of a nightmare. The Celestial Unicorn's gonna go out of hand. Their life total not quite going out of hand though, and none of these have trample. The Voltage Surge should... Okay, so at least we took care of the more important one. Probably gonna sack one of these to make an actual treasure token. And we can also sack this. You're doing a lot of sacking here. Grim Wander. We can play this. We already got something to die. We can... Yeah, so we're probably gonna sack these to Restless Bloodseeker because we have way too much mana now. We can already start activating. The Grim Wanderer is gonna be kind of important here as a way to keep some of these guys in check, or at least just keep them from attacking en masse. Also like that our opponent is spreading the love. Okay. Blood-Tide Harvester. Gonna kind. Now, unfortunately, we do need to keep the blood tokens around a bit. So we can't exactly flip our gut friend here. Do I play this out? I kind of want to be able to have the option to just activate the blood token as is. Lunarch Veteran. Okay, so Celestial Unicorn is gonna really go out of control here. This might... Hey, I'm trying to end the game quickly. We actually drew 10 cards more than our opponent now. But depending how our opponent uses his life gain, Tatar's Call. We might need to find a way to... Because we're definitely sacrificing the Blood-Tide Harvester to Impassioned Orator. So that's 2 triggers. No, that's 4 triggers. Wow, so 6, 7... Okay, let's say our opponent stacks everything on it. That's a 9. Okay, no, he spread it out. He might make it into a 6 and a 4, which means I can snipe the Orator. Yeah, opponent is spreading the love when they probably shouldn't be. Bloodfell Cave, so that's our life gain. Yeah, because they're only gonna have so many Qatar's calls. I think that's their third already. Probably gonna decline for now. And since I already gained life off the Bloodfell Caves, I can sack those end of turn. Yeah, as long as our opponent has no way to get flying, we're kind of fine. But this is going to be a disadvantage for us until we can hit our relevant... Oh, thank goodness our opponent decided to concede. Looks like they realized we actually ended up with more life than they did, no matter how much life gain they had. But it was a matter of attrition. As long as we kept taking out their Qatar's calls, they were now just reduced to 1. So we were fine on that end. And you know what? This is probably a good time to call it already. I don't want to end up with another match with life gain. We're already at close to the 30-minute mark. I need to pack up. I need to pack up already. That's going to be it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. Do check out my other content. I recently just did a video on the Yu-Gi-Oh side of things. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.